you hear me? With Unico Williams. That's right, it's your boy coming at you on a Thursday, as I always love to do, because Thursday's my favorite day of the week. Why? Well, I was born on a Thursday, or Thursday, at 11:47 a.m. Woo! So happy to be back amongst you all. It's just so icy today. Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. I don't know what I'm doing myself. Me and the Gottis, we just covered up. It's ice everywhere. It's 19 degrees. We don't know. We don't know how we're gonna live. We just don't know. I don't know. So sad. Everybody, make sure that y'all safe out there. Folk been out there sliding, running around the Planet Fitness, the Planet Fitness parking lot doing donuts and stuff like that. Ain't got no doggone sense. Get in the house. Sit in the house. Sit in the house. Y'all just always want to go out and chase danger and stuff. Just sit down somewhere. Ooh, y'all done ran all that gas up out of Walmart the other day. I wasn't trying to do nothing but put 5 gallons in my tank. You know, when that fuel light come on, you know what I'm saying? That's when we got to go in there and just put 5 gallons in there, because you know what, man? If something happens to your car, maybe you get an accident, maybe it just won't start, and you gotta send it off somewhere. Now you just got $50 worth of gas just sitting there. $50 just sitting. And you ain't got no ride. You can't get that back. You can't get that back. So, I just roll out. I'm good if I lose out on $15, $16. I'm good with that. But when it comes to 50, 60 and it's just sitting there, I can't do nothing with it. I got a problem with that. So that's where I'm at. But I digress. Just be safe out there. But unfortunately, they just won't be happy unless I start a show off every couple of weeks with, today, there was another police-involved shooting. This involved a young man named Amir Locke out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Apparently, he was in his apartment. The police popped in. They shot him. So the report goes like this. We knocked on the door loudly. We announced ourselves. Hey, it's us, the police. We're armed. We're coming for you, buddy. And then he pointed a gun at him. So they shot him, right? That's the story. Well, this was this morning. And if you're listening back on this, it's February 3rd of 2022. And what ends up happening is the body cam comes out tonight, like 3 hours ago. And what's interesting is that it's 100% conflicting of what the report said. The report said that they knocked. They didn't. It says that he pointed a gun at them. It was down on the floor. And what really it just appears to be a whole bunch of armed people just pop up in my house. I wake up, I up that thing. Isn't that what you would do? Because let's not forget this part of it. He is licensed to carry. He had a legal gun. So if something were to happen within his own home, he can see fit that he handles that. So that's just breaking today. I just found that out today. Shout out to the great Brittany Ermine, one of the best news ladies I've ever seen. And so just keep an eye. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow her, Brittany_TV. She's amazing. She works at some NBC or ABC, I don't know, somewhere in Minnesota. But y'all know the deal. Now, in other news, I hate we just got to kick Black History off in that way. But we had another way that we kicked it off. And no, not only did we kicked it off with a bang. Coach Brian Flores, out of the last coach for Miami. He was just let go after leading his team to winning 8 of their last 9 games, almost getting in the playoffs. They had a tough start, I'll say that. But he was fired. And everybody was like, for what? Like, you got to give him another year. At least he finished strong. Like, he might have something going with this team. Miami isn't a bad team from a talent standpoint. I think that Brian Flores is a heck of a coach. And I gotta be real with you. I ain't no Alabama quarterback guy. I just don't believe in them once they get in the league. Mac Jones, he's okay for now. You know what I'm saying? It's just a rookie, but he did okay. But as far as Alabama quarterbacks, I never believed in them. So as far as throwing, because they didn't have an opportunity, or they didn't have to throw in tight spaces and make throws and make plays, because you got the best wide receivers in the country. Can't no corners hold them. You always got an open player. That's just how that works, and that's okay. I'm not hating on that. That's all right. But at any rate, he's trying his best with Tua. He's built an amazing defense. The defense keeps him in games. It's just the offense is meh. So, and not to take nothing away from Tua and other Alabama quarterbacks, people of color. I'm just saying, just give them some time, and they need to work. So anyway, there's that. So that's the football aspect of it. So he's let go, and then all these other coaches that were actually bad got fired, and so they enter the coaching circle. So Brian Flores, he's like, you know what? Maybe I can get with the New York Giants. I get with the New York Giants. That's cool. That's cool. I put my name in the hat to be the New York Giants head coach, because God knows they needed a new coach after they did a QB sneak in the most weird, bizarre formation I've ever seen in my life. They go ahead and do that. Whatever. Terrible. Anyway, he puts his name in the hat. I'll coach the New York Giants. I don't want that for him, because that's a bad-ish organization. They actually got talent. They're very 8-9 kind of team, or maybe even a 9-8 kind of team currently. I got some belief in Daniel Jones, and I believe he can win you some games. Stay healthy, young man. But he got his name in the hat. So the other day, or a couple weeks ago, last week, something like that, Bill Belichick hits him up. He's like, Giants? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I didn't know that Bill Belichick texts like a teenage girl. That was kind of cool. Like, to see he has that part of him, because he just doesn't like answering questions about the Patriots. But I guess he's actually a regular guy. But he's like, yeah, word out of Buffalo and out of, New York, blah, blah, blah. You are their guy. And so he's like, oh, wow, that's crazy, because my interview is in 2 days. He was like, what? And he's like, did you mean to text Brian Daboll, who would eventually get the job? So you trying to tell me before Brian Flores actually got an opportunity to interview for the Giants, they had already chosen somebody? Which takes us to a little rule called the Rooney Rule, where you have to, when you're trying to get hired for a new head coach, you have to at least interview a person of color. That was a setup in itself. We all know that was just to save face and look good. We all know that's what that was. They just checking off a box. Let's interview him. They'll check the box. Then we already got our guy. We already know who we want. Nepotism, people that they grew up with, people they homies, they friends, and all that. Those are the people that owners are looking to get on their squad, or people that they want to coach their teams. I mean, they're billionaires and they know who they want. What's an interview process? They know who they want. They're billionaires, and they say, I'm going to buy this person, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to make a run at the Super Bowl. We might have to do some underhanded things to try and get there, but this is my guy. Brian Flores was like, oh, damn that. What am I going to this interview for? Because have you ever been in a situation where you think you have a chance, but the decision's already been made? You think you have a chance. You take this girl out on a date. He's looking good. You might, but in the back of her mind, that old ex or that old baby daddy, still in the back of her mind. He's won. She chooses him, but she just want to check a box off. What's it like to be with somebody else? What's it like to be with something different? But in her mind, she already chose who she wanted. He or she already chose what they wanted. They just want to check off a box before they go all in with who they really want to go all in with. You don't know that. Doesn't that hurt? That hurts a little bit, doesn't it? To believe that you have a chance of getting something that you really want, but the whole time you had no chance at all. That sucks. And Brian Flores said, I've had enough. So he filed a class action lawsuit against the NFL, the Giants, and I believe the Broncos. Oh, where are the Broncos ending this whole thing? Where are they at in this whole thing? Well, 2019, Brian Flores tried to be a head coach of the Denver Broncos, and John Elway and the owner and all them, they showed up an hour late, which is at that point, I'm like, yo, disrespecting my time? I don't care who you are. LeBron James can be late. Kanye can be an hour late. Only an hour. Well, okay, never mind. But I will probably they have a longer. They were an hour late to a professional thing. You know, if I was just meeting Kanye and LeBron somewhere, like, I'll wait an hour. They ain't tripping. Shoot, they got stuff to do. But I'm trying to be a head coach of an NFL team worth billions. And you pull up like the billionaire you are, which allegedly they pulled up. Everybody was disheveled. Kind of like me on Sunday mornings at brunch. Faded from Saturday night trying to get together. But, you know, what's your name again? Brad. Hey, Brad, you here for the NFL job? What's it called again? Yeah, quarterback. Not quarterback coach? Oh, you want to be the head coach? Okay, my bad. Joe, you here for the head coaching job? Dude didn't stand a chance. He said that allegedly they was faded. They was like, their ties was undone. Like they pulled up fresh off the jet, like the private jet, like faded. Strippers and everything probably was up there, you know, having a good time. Some things that I would do if I was a billionaire. If I was a billionaire, I tell you what. I'm pulling up, wilding out all the time, doing whatever I want to do, because that's what people that are affluent and have a lot of money and, in a sense, gods of this world, physical gods of this world, kings, if you will. That's kind of behavior that you delve in. Now, the person that you really want to be your head coach, he's probably on that plane being faded with you. But the person that they don't want, because they got to check that box. Remember, they got to check that box. Once you check that box, you done what you're supposed to do by the rules. So the guy you got to check that box with, I'm just pull up out whenever I want to, be unprofessional. He didn't get that job, so he's citing that. Also in a lawsuit, he says that the Dolphins, Mr. Ross, if you will, the owner of the Dolphins, he alleges that Mr. Ross used to pay him, or offered to pay him $100,000 a game. $100,000 a game that he loses, because that would give them a shot at getting Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow is special. He's very special. That part is what it is, but that's against the integrity of the game. And he said, "No, I'm not doing that. That's wrong." And then there was a certain little quarterback that was out there about to be a free agent, and he said, "Hey, why don't you give this guy a call?" Flores said, "No, that's tampering." So then he invites him onto his yacht, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, there's going to be a special guest coming up here. You might want to you might want to wag some chin with him." It was Tom Brady. I can't do that. That's against the rules. That's tampering. I can't do that. So then he gets so after he gets fired, he gets this rap that he's hard to work with. And when you say hard to work with, he doesn't just play by the rules. Now, he's not talking about the NFL or none of that. He's talking about the rules. The rules is, I'm the billionaire. You got to do what I tell you to do. And I'm giving you money. It's a great incentive. I'm not doing stuff saying, do this because I'm your boss, like the Joker does, I'm sure. That's how he treats his millions. Just do it. I've never seen a rich Joker thug in my life. Or have you had? Have you? Anyway, I'll give you 100,000. That's lofty, but it's like, yo, let's look at the consequence of that. He loses on purpose. That's $100,000. Cool. He loses on purpose. $100,000. Now let's say he does that 14 times in one season. Don't they get that draft pick that they want? Cute. All right, cool. But then they fire your black ass for having a losing record. A bad year because the fans are calling for it. But the fans don't know that. Yo, he's paying me $100,000 to do this. Relax. Yikes. So now you fire, and then your chances of getting another job are slim because your record sucks. Did I forget that they're already slim because you're black? Yo, not a good look whatsoever. Hugh Jackson has brought himself into the conversation. He's saying that the Browns had done the same thing, and I think this hurts him because, bro, the Browns are already bad. Like, you don't need to pay me for us to lose. They just gonna do that. We suck as an organization. We've not had a quarterback ever. Like what we have. What's that boy name is that be dancing and doing all that stuff he be doing? I don't know. Played for Oklahoma. Didn't they where he played for? What's that boy name that I don't know. Their current quarterback. I can't even think of his name. He get on my doggone nerves so bad. But I was rooting for Baker Mayfield. I was rooting for him. So there's that. So all this stuff there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. They cited Caldwell. He coached the Colts, and then they got to a Super Bowl, and then they lost Peyton Manning, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and they had an awful record. And then they was like, yeah, we got to fire you because you a bad coach. Whoa, excuse me, I lost Peyton Manning, and you built a whole team around him. Then they cited his time in Detroit, and he was outstanding coach there. And then they had like one bad year. Like, yeah, he's the problem. Get him out of here. Go get Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia sucks. So the whole time, bro, he brought receipts, okay? That's all I'm saying. He brought receipts. We're going to sit back and watch how this type of stuff can take a while. I believe that a lot of hush money is going to come out. But what sticks out to me more than anything about this situation is everybody, all the talking heads, I didn't come to this conclusion, but all the talking heads, they came to this conclusion before it even started. Well, he's risking his coaching career doing this. Why is he risking his coaching career? He's coming out and speaking the truth. Why is he risking his? Oh, he'll probably never coach again after this. Why won't he? Even if he wins this and proves it, why can't he get a job again? What's going? Oh, because all the Browns. Sorry, excuse me. Because my bad, Brittany. I said I apologized. I wasn't supposed to do that. We need to go back and say our words. The owners aren't going to trust you. You might tell on them. You might do this, that, and the third. They can't trust you in the coaching ranks. They don't know if you. Wait, if you're just doing stuff how you're supposed to be doing it, if you're just following the rules and doing it, like if you're not offering money for me to tank games, if you don't have this big old plot to get the first round pick or the number one pick, and then use me as a scapegoat for why we suck, you don't have to worry about if you can trust them or not. Just do the right thing, right? But you got all these talking heads. Y'all don't think that that's wrong? That he's automatically going to be. The first thing you say is he might not coach ever again. What's wrong? Why won't he? Telling the truth? Telling the truth makes you unhireable? How does that sound? It sounds like everybody's just already just bowing down to the big man. Like, just know you can't beat the NFL. You need to understand that, yeah, you might get something out of this, but you're done. Like they did with Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick was just doing his thing. He was just saying, man, look, I believe it's this systemic racism. Now, in every end zone, equality. stop systemic racism. Everybody's just saying blah 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 blah. Y'all don't do nothing but paint stuff on the field that y'all don't truly believe in, and that's where I got a whole problem with this. You put stuff on the back of people's helmets. Black Lives Matter. Oh, and let's not forget. Let's not forget my favorite part. You go get Jay-Z, you pay him and say, you know, we over kneeling. We over kneeling. We not gonna kneel no more. But we're gonna put on one heck of a halftime show at the Super Bowl. They paid that man a whole bunch of money, and I'm just trying to see where the change goes. And then we've put together $250 million. We pledged $250 million to help systemic racism. Where's the money? Huh? Where's it going? I'll tell you something. I'm a black guy. I'm in a little bit of debt, kind of. But I'm all right. I keep my head afloat. But what if you sent some stuff out and help clear people's, like, any debt they might have, pay somebody's car off or something? With that $250 million, you can help somebody out in that way. You can help out in a lot of different ways. Man, they could get people come out there. Hey, we gave out some backpacks at the schoolhouse. All right, that's cool. But you said $250 million. What are you doing with that? It might have been even more money than that. But y'all, all the owners, all 32 owners, they came together and said, we're going to do $250 million and we're going to pledge that. What did you do with that money? Now, to be fair, I'm not saying I'm a part of Black Lives Matter. I'm just a person that believes that black lives do matter. So don't associate me with none of that shit. I'm Joe, and I just believe that black people matter, just like everybody else does. But somehow it's treated like lesser than everything. But here's my question to you. Black Lives Matter has done their thing. Where's that money going? So we can ask these questions. All these people that's trying to do all these nice efforts and say we're going to help stop system. How, bro? And then y'all throw money at it. Y'all throw a number at it like that's going to do something. No. How about you make a decision to put people in a good place or help set them up so that they can have a better life for themselves? Because it's not about a freaking handout, bro. I don't care. I don't need you to just put money in my hand, although that would be helpful. But putting some sort of doing something to help somebody's quality of life. Might be some people that are just keeping their head just above water, trying to keep their businesses open, and all you have to do, maybe they just need $1,200-$1,300. Maybe they just need one month of not having to pay rent, and that's gonna help them out. Something. But instead, y'all just pledge money and y'all say we got money. You get Jay-Z out here, and we ain't seeing nothing. And you know, I hate to talk about our president. I ain't seen nothing from him either. What are you doing? What's going on? All these people in power are just being in power and getting a check and doing shady stuff behind the scenes. That's what I got on that. So we're gonna keep our eyes posted on the Brian Flores story, how it comes out. Oh, one more thing. So the day that this comes out, that the story comes out, the NFL, the Shield, the Shield, they come out with a statement. Their statement said that, you know, blase blah, this has come out, and we just want y'all to know that these accusations are they have no merit. I paraphrase, of course. That's the first thing you say is they have no merit? You the NFL. You can't just come out there and say they have no merit. You gotta stroke people sometimes, dog. Just the best response they could have had was, these are very disturbing allegations, and we're gonna look into it. That's all you had to do. And then actually really be looking into it and find a way to throw your people under the bus, because we know what them folk there throw each other under the bus, because that's what they do. Because at the end of the day, you throw them under the bus, they gonna buy another bus. They be all right. This kind of looks bad for a while, but they'll be all right. Kind of like The Panthers owner, kind of like Donald Sterling. Yeah, they just look kind of bad right now, but they still gonna be billionaires. It is what it is. Um, Ross said that he's a upstanding man, and the Giants say, "Man, no, no, no. We was really thinking about Brian Flores until all the way into the final hour." Y'all told everybody days before this man's interview that yeah, Dayball's our guy. Was the final hour at the end of Dayball's interview? I help me out here. I don't know when's the final hour. That doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, man, I'm gonna keep all y'all posting on this because this don't make no sense at all. And I'm here for a shout to Brian Flores for starting Black History Month off with a bang. And I hope that it does bring some change. But come on, man, to say that this man will never coach again because he's telling the truth about some folk, that's a problem in itself. And it sounds like to me people are okay with it. Let's get into a less serious topic. Okay, so I'm scrolling. Shout out to my boy, man. We on Facebook, man. I was just scrolling a little bit, and I think my boy Raymond put it up. Shout out to him. He got a dope ass. He does tracks. He does a lot of things. He plays games on Twitch, man. Make sure you go follow him. He's a great guy, fun guy, amazing guy. But I'm scrolling and I see that he reposted this meme or this, whatever, this little post, and it said unpopular opinion going on dates. And the caption would go on to say, if he pays for dinner, I got the tip. Mind you, this is the female mindset, or that's female speaking at this time. If he pays for dinner, I got the tip. If he buys the movie tickets, I got the snacks and drinks. If he pays everything one night, I got the next night. Balanced relationship. That's how we roll. That sounds nice. I think that sounds very cute. I like it. Me, I don't think I'm that kind of dater. Like, I'm a sneaky kind of dater in a sense. Like, now that first date, it's whatever. We all gonna look good. We all gonna do what we gotta do. Like, I'm cool with that. That's that first date. I'm good with all that. I got it. I'm pay for it. Cool. And I'm gonna get what I want. You get what you want. Blah, blah, blah. But going forward, when it comes to eating, you know what I'm saying? And I'm paying for it because I prefer to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to pay for things. I can accept that every now and then, like, hey, I got it. I'm gonna take you out. That's cool with me. Tell me that you're gonna take me out. I'm good with that then. Bet. And then I'll do all the things that I can. If I don't got $1 in my pocket, I'm still gonna pat on my wallet, knowing that you got it. But I'm just still gonna pat on that old wallet. But when it comes to like going out to eat and stuff later on down the line, and you still in that trying to impress your girl stage or impress old girl stage, she talk about balance. I'm gonna tell you about balance. You gotta balance your budget. You really want to spend time with somebody, and yes, you really want to just go out there and hang out and have a good time with somebody that you're really trying to pursue. Yes, that's cool and all, and y'all go out to eat. Listen, I'm gonna balance out my budget. Period. So, shorty want to go out to eat. Then she want to get lobster, shrimp, fettuccine with a couple of mixed drinks and all that stuff. We gonna get it together, and I'm gonna think in my head because I got the same menu she got. I'm gonna think in my head. Damn, that probably cost about 70 something on the bill because I plan on paying about 90 today. So I got 90 for it. So let me see if we can work this out because y'all might want to do something else. Go grab some ice cream afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But end of the day. That's why I say, girl, you go ahead and order first. Or I say, what you thinking? So I can look at that price and think about my budget and what I can spend. Get what you want. But get that old steak. The thing that costs a whole lot. Man, I get them $12.99 wings. I ain't tripping. I give me old chef salad. Man, I'm not that hungry today. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I done had a steak before. I don't need no steak, and I don't need to pay $50 for it. And you paying $50, we both pay. It's $100 for that. I don't need to do that. I've had a steak before. I've had seafood with old noodles and stuff. You know, I've had that. I don't need that. I just want to make sure you have a good time. You know what I'm saying? We just want to make sure you have a good time, and we want to make sure that I remember that I got to live tomorrow, and I still got bills tomorrow. I still got things I got to pay for tomorrow. So that, you know, stick to your budget. It's okay. Balance your budget. Now, again, I'm cool with paying for stuff. I'm good with that. And if you hit me up with I want to take you out. You know, I want to do that. I'm gonna let you take me out, baby. But more than likely, I'm pulling my card out, man. I'm pulling my card out. I'm gonna take care of it. But end of the day, when it comes to them restaurants and stuff, shoot, I'm balance my budget. Do you hear me? I'm telling you. Now, ladies, if you're looking for somebody on this oh so cold day, and you thinking about how you ain't got nobody on this oh so cold day, and you think about how the last time and you seen old Bartholomew, and you said, man, if I only had hit him up, I would be locked inside and snowed in with him. Well, that's your fault. But if you want to keep that from happening in the future, make sure you hit up Bartholomew on Christian Mingle. That's right, that's Bartholomew on Christian Mingle. Make sure that you tune in to the show audio. Make sure you tune in to that on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall ENT, Overall 99 Media on YouTube. That's where you're looking at me now. If you're looking at me now, that's where you look at me. If you're listening to me, that's where you look at me. I really super duper appreciate y'all. Make sure you tune in to Overall 99 Sports. We got a new channel where we just talk sports. You know, I talk sports on my show because I do what I want to do when I want to do it. And then also, we got Overall we got Keep It 99 coming back. Keep It 99 Live. That's every Friday around 8-ish Eastern Standard Time, where we have just plenty of guests, and we just gonna talk about trending topics. We just gonna talk about a whole bunch of things, whatever's trending. I believe this week we're gonna have something to say about that Golden Corral fight. Also, there's plenty of other things to talk about, and we're gonna get into it. And we have some special guests that come and join us because we love getting the feminine view of things. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Do You Hear Me? With Unico Williams. I holla. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much.